send it out so that people know what's going on. Hopefully they can hear my audible voice. But anyway, so yeah, we're just going to be going over stuff for camp. Very informal, but I'll give you a chance to ask questions, and hopefully I'll answer them before you have to ask them. That would be awesome. So I'm just going to show you a video. This is one that they put together from last year. Just kind of get an idea of what's going on and what I was offered at camp and what it looks like. And so that is Camp Collide. It's a ton of fun. It's a blast. It's hot, but it is totally worth it. So let me just go over kind of like who's going to be there, like personalities, what to expect. So our speaker is Tom Richter, and he's a guy out of Jamaica, Queens, New York. He is hilarious. I love Tom Richter. He was at, when I was at First, he spoke at our Disciple Now. He is a ton of fun. Show him that too. He's a great speaker. And the band is Chris Clayton. He's a local around the Dallas area. Tom is going to be speaking on the night. So in the mornings, they're going to have I Am Second come in. And they're going to have different speakers for them. And at the end of the week, they're going to challenge their students to like bring that back, to start that in their schools. Andy Mineo is going to be there. And he's a Christian rapper. Kids love him, so he's going to be there. That's a big deal. So there's that. Those are the kind of big things. There's a guy named Johnny W. He's a comedian. He's pretty funny. So he's going to be there too. So yeah, that's kind of the personalities that are going to be there. It's different every night, so like we'll go over the schedule in a second. But first, let's just go over like some of the forms that are in your folders. First off, you'll see the schedule, and it doesn't have what time we leave on there. So I just printed the one that they sent me, but I will send an updated one. We're going to leave our leaving time around 8:30 Sunday morning from here. So we'll be back around 5:30, give or take, on Thursday. But check-in, we'll go over that in a minute, but check-in will be at like 7:30 that morning, so we can make sure we have all the forms in order, all the luggage loaded, stuff like that. We're going to be traveling with New Mexico, Texas charters. We're just taking a bus. It'll be a lot easier on us. So we're doing that. They'll be here, take us and bring us back. So there's that. You should have gotten a map. So it just kind of shows you the route that we'll be taking. We're going to stop in Stephenville for lunch. And there's a CC's Pizza there. So we'll stop there and back because we leave at like 11:30 coming home. And so we'll hit that route at noon. So we'll do that. Cool. What else we got? What to bring. Okay. There's one of those in your folder. It's pretty essential camp stuff. It is hot, so sunscreen, water, like bring a water bottle. They have coolers that are set out. That is very important. You will need to bring a sleeping bag or sheets. I personally brought sheets because it's Central Texas in the middle of June. It gets hot. I didn't want to sleep in that. But all the dorms, the cafeteria, the auditorium, everything is air conditioned, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's really nice. So it's pretty essential stuff. Toiletries, bug repellent, all that kind of stuff. We are not letting them bring like phones and stuff. The leaders will have their phones. If they bring their phone, that's fine, but we won't let them have it out. We'll have our phones, and we'll be using social media and all that stuff to keep you updated. So if you need us, you can get a hold of us. And I provided a list of the leaders and their numbers in there as well. So yeah, you don't really have to worry about the clothing issues going to boys, but for the girls, we're not letting them wear spaghetti straps. If it is a tank top, it's got to be the 3-finger length. Shorts have to be past the fingertips. The usual stuff. We don't want anything to be a distraction. So, cool. Any questions on that? What to bring? What not to bring?
So the guys can wear tank tops?
The guys can wear tank tops.
One set of clothes that can get muddy enough to be thrown away.
It depends on, like, they put that on there, but one of the games is called, like, I can't think of what it's called. It's on the schedule somewhere. It's called Collidageddon, and I don't really know what it is, but it's like it's supposed to be a really crazy, like, hard game. And one year, not last year, but the year before that, they had, like, a tug of war, like a mud pit, and so that's why they put it on there, just in case. It is a plus. So there's that. The way that, like the way that rec works, it's all tournament based, and so like the night before, you sign up for whatever tournament you want to be in. You sign up with a team, and then they have tournaments all day long. So that's how the rec works. But you can go to the lake, you can go to a pool. The camp provides, like, they provide their own counselors that are always at the lake. They have like a paintball course, so there's always a counselor there. And then one of the churches, the way that 5 large churches, they kind of put the whole thing on, and then the smaller churches can go and be a part of it, is really how it works. And so one of the church's jobs is strictly just like safety protocol. And so like their job is to drive around, walk around, and just make sure everything's running smooth. So here are, the kids are in video, I promise you. They can't go into the lake or the pool. They can go in the pool. They can't go into the lake without a life jacket, so they're safe and taken care of. All right. And there you'll see like a risk release form. That is for the camp, which is sign up the safety stuff, safety procedures. You'll see the medical release form and registration, and both of those need to be turned in. If you're done within the day, that's awesome. If not, you can turn it in at check-in whenever we leave. Cool. Also, some of them have like a food and allergy thing. If they don't have one, let me know. I can make copies. If you need one, they just need to know in case they have allergies. You know, it's a good thing to know and have on hand. You'll see the map of the trip, so you know where we're taking, and then the list of the leaders that will be attending. Oh, by the way, sorry, I didn't introduce you. Zach and Aaron are our interns for the summer. So let me say hi to them. They're going to be helping us out. They'll both be at camp with us, so they're awesome, and we're going to have a lot of fun together. So that's y'all should meet them. Sorry, guys. Okay, check-in. I kind of already went over this, but we'll check in at 7:30. The bus will be here that Sunday morning. So we'll check in and just make sure we have all the forms in order and luggage. And check-in at the camp isn't until 4, but that'll give us time to stop at any and if we're there early, it's okay. So there's that. Okay, medication. If they're taking any, here's kind of the protocol for that. They need to be in a prescription bottle in a Ziploc bag. They have their name and the church live oak written on the bag because you give it, when we get there, we have to give it to the camp nurse. And she's the only one that can distribute it to them. So that's why, that's the protocol. You need to provide directions for the construction. Even though it'll be on the bottle, it's a lot easier for them if it's written on the bag so that they can just grab it and hand it over. It's a lot easier. When they check in, it needs to be given to one of us so that we can give it to the nurse when we get there, because they have specific stations to drop stuff off at. So, any questions on that?
You said there's a camp nurse, and they just go to the camp nurse to get their medicine.
Yep. They have a nurse station. You just go there, tell her your name, what church, and she'll take it out and hand it to you.
Yeah, and a lot of times at camp, I mean, you've been to camp, right? To camp, a lot of times the nurses are set up at when food is distributed. So they like set out,
Yep.
like right in front of when you're going to eat. So like if you take a morning med, they're there in the morning because, I mean, either that or they're hunting down the kids. Because kids don't remember to go to the nurse's station to get their medicine.
Well, not in camp. There's many things going on in camp. You know.
Right, so
That's
a
the
lot
thing
of
you wanna worry
times that's
about.
where they are.
You know, that's,
They are there and they, so if your kids take it in the morning or at night, they're normally there.
for sure. All right. Clothing, we already kind of went over this, just nothing revealing. Camp is about growing spiritually. We don't want any distractions. Swimming, one piece for the girls. The guys just need to have the board shorts. I doubt there's going to be people walking around in Speedos, but it's a disclaimer.
Hey, we have had
I believe it.
some threats.
I just,
Yeah.
Had to hide the phone from you.
Yeah.
so, there's that, just a disclaimer, but I think, yes.
Does it have to be a one piece? Is that or can it be a 2-piece with like a tank?
If it has the like the excess, or I don't know what you call it,
A
that's fine.
tankini
Yeah.
or like a tank, y'all know what I'm talking about, like a tank top, like a ribbed tank top on top of it?
I think so.
You know, because that covers the midriff and
As
everything.
long as the men's covered, that's what they're
Yeah.
concerned about. This is a camp rule. This isn't just my rule. So, like, yeah, as long as it has the, because somebody in the video I think had one.
Like covered by a dark, okay, it says on here,
Okay,
girls could one-piece tankini are covered by a dark shirt.
there you go.
So a dark, like a black tank top, we can do that. Okay.
Cool.
No.
Question. over this. We just don't want any of the distractions over there. And so,
I know.
we don't have the games, maybe 3 players. It's just a distraction. And I know a lot of kids, I do it too, use like their phone as a Bible. But that easily turns into Facebook and Flappy Bird or whatever. Like, it's a distraction, and it can be. And so we just want to eliminate that. And so, yeah, there's that. So, how can you keep up with us while we're at camp? So the leaders are going to have their phones. Their phone numbers are included in the packet. Social media, we'll be using Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to keep up. And the way that Instagram and all that's set up, like if I post something on Instagram, it goes to Twitter and Facebook. So as long as you follow one of them, you'll be fine. Like they all 3 have the same thing on it. But what I would encourage you to do, if you haven't already, is this text thing. It's called Remind 101, but you don't have to download that. So I have the app, and all you have to do is text where it says @LawsomeP, which is Lawsome Parents, to that number, and then you're subscribed. And so I can send out texts that give you updates.
Is that what we already have if we get notifications from you?
Do you get it
Or
via
like-
text? I think you have it.
I have for like mixes or
Yeah, yeah.
anything? Okay, so,
That's what it is.
okay.
And so it's super handy. Like, I love it. Not everybody checks their email or checks social media, but people are going to get a text. And it doesn't matter if you have a smartphone or not. All you have to do is text @LawsomeP to 806-472-4358, and then I can send out a text and you'll get the updates. And it's one of those things, it's not a group text, so you can't reply to it. Because we tried that once, and then every parent was replying to every parent, and we got like 800 messages at one time. It was not cool. So this is a lot easier. If you need to respond, you can respond to me. You can call me, whatever, however that works. But I think it's awesome. I love it. And so, like from my side, I can set it up to schedule text. So I can set it up at 8 o'clock in the morning to send at 4:30 what we're going to be doing. So I don't have to be on it all the time. So it's awesome for me, and it's just, I think it's easier than checking your email all the time. So really encourage you to do that. It's free. You don't get charged for the data or whatever. And it's super convenient. You can do the text and it'll say from Lawsome P or Lawsome News, I think is what it says. So there's that. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, money for the trip. So we will be stopping to eat there and back, and that's the only meals that they're responsible for. And we're eating at CC, so like $10, and they'll be covered. But they do have at the camp, they have like they have a gift shop where they can go in there, and they also have like bottled drinks. So like I love Dr. Pepper, and they don't have Dr. Pepper in the cafeteria, so I can go get one out of the machine or whatever. So there's that. They can buy like sweaters and hats and stuff like that. So there's extra money for that. But the easiest way for lunch and dinner is just to bring like 2 $5 bills. It's a lot easier for us to divide up to give to CC's. Does that make sense? Like $5 there and $5 back. Or you can just bring a 10, whatever works.
Yeah,
Does that include drink and everything?
yeah.
Because if somebody just brings $10 and it's tax included.
Well, we'll cover some. Like, just they bring $5 and we'll cover the rest if it doesn't cover.
Okay.
Like, that's fine.
It says paintball is $5. Is that, I mean, is that something that's played
That is.
at their choice, or?
Yeah, so they won't have, they may have a paintball tournament, I don't know. If they have a tournament, I don't think they have to pay for it, but otherwise, yeah, they'll have people at the station, but you have to pay $5 for the balls and stuff. And then they get, I think they get 2 barrelfuls, 1 or 2 barrelfuls of balls. It's a lot of fun. But that's the only thing that is paid for as far as like what to do. That's good. I forgot about that. Okay, what am I forgetting?
It does say on here, and I know there's a lot of reading, but it does say that they need a copy of your insurance card. I read it on here.
Okay.
Please attach copy of insurance card.
All right, so there's that.
Yeah, we need to make sure that's on there. It's on the registration medical release form.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You're probably one of the first people that's actually like read through it.
I gotta tell you, I'm a camp aficionado. My 7th year.
Christy's going with us too, by the way.
Yes, I am.
She'll be there. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Did I miss anything?
So just the 3 forms plus the insurance card and then the money.
And then if, any food allergies, but other than that,
Oh,
yeah, we need the risk release form, the medical release form, and then, yeah, and the insurance. So at the camp, like, every leader will be doing this week. Every leader has to take, like, the certified child protection, I can't think of what it's called, but we have to like watch a video and take a test to make sure like we're certified to work with campers. And so every adult that's going has to do that. So it will be in good hands.
will the guys going with you be their small group leaders or, okay.
So it'll be me, Zach, and Kendon with the guys going. So we'll be small group leaders. And the girls are Christy, Aaron, and Amber Peters going to. Michelle may be able to, but it's not looking like it. She's got class.
Class.
So yeah.
How many kids are going?
We've got, I think right at 40. It's like 38 to 40. We're going 39.
And I'd say it's really good for your kids if you put their toiletries in something that they can put in, take it with them to the shower, and then take back, because it's really cumbersome to try to, especially girls, you know, all the stuff. And I gotta tell you, you can prepare the girls. I'm like, 5 minutes, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, because you know there's so many that need to take a shower. Yeah, it's really
It's
fun.
half a song broke, it's not 10 songs in the shower.
Yeah.
Well, all the showers are in the dorms, so they won't have to leave anywhere, but still.
Yeah, but we like, normally we're like, you need to take your stuff in and take your stuff out, especially with girls, because girls, they take all their stuff in and then they set it all around the,
Yes.
around the sink like nobody else has anything, you know? So. And boys do that too, with their hair products now.
Yeah, it's true. That look good. We all grab the calendar. The summer calendar.
These guys, I think I already handed them out. Does anybody have any?
Just kidding. So that's kind of our calendar for June.
Okay.
No, we don't have a
Do you have 2 fridges?
That's kind of what's going on for June. We'll do another one in July. And probably August too, but I think this helps you as well as me. It keeps me responsible. So this week we are starting the man days and Women's Day stuff. Normally the Women's Day is going to be on Wednesday, but because of Lubbock Impact, it's going to be Tuesday this week. With the guys tomorrow at 11:30, we're going to meet up here, and then we're going to go get tacos somewhere. I'm not sure yet. So all you need is $5, and we're going to come back and play around. So I think Kendon's idea was to play this game called like Frisket Water Ball. I have no idea. I can't think of what it's called, but it's like you play frisbee, and if you get a point, you have to dunk your head in water, like a trash can, full of water. So there's that. I don't know what's going on, but Kendon's played it. He's explaining it to me as we go.
I know,
It's gonna
really.
be fun. I think the girls are doing like a spa day or something.
A mani-pedi
That
day.
day. Mani-pedi. Whatever that means. Any other questions? Something I forgot.
No, really.
We're gonna have fun.
Can you invite friends
2 minutes.
to the, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the more the better. Yeah. The more the better. And if it turns out where we don't have enough for transportation, we'll just order food there. We'll just hang out here. So like, we'll figure it out. You gonna say something?
That you could buy me a Tahoe and then you could use it.
Oh,
I mean, I think that's reasonable.
That's all the wheels turning. Okay. Any other question? Anything about camp that I may have not covered? I think it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. There's a lot of kids that I think there's like 700 kids that will be there. So there's a lot of moving parts, but it's a huge camp. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, and we didn't do it on purpose, but if anything emergent happens, my vehicle's gonna be there. You
Oh,
know?
right.
So if anything emergent happens, you know,
So we won't have to load up in the bus to take some.
right, like if something happens to somebody,
Perfect,
you know,
yeah.
I can meet somebody halfway or whatever, that type of deal. It wasn't planned, but it worked.
So they've got the lake, they've got it's all the big slides, they've got like canoeing, they have a fishing area, they have ropes course, which has like the zip line on it, they have, what else? Let me look at the,
Dodgeball, did you say?
well, that's one of the tournaments, let me see if it has that.
And volleyball, I saw that.
It's just free time tournaments. Okay, so they didn't put what's on there, but like, so last year the tournaments consisted of like ultimate frisbee was one day. We had a wiffle ball tournament. That was a lot of fun. We got second. And they had, did you see like where they were shooting the?
Archery.
Yeah, it's archery tag is what it is. And it's like it's got a foam end.
Okay.
So it's, yeah, they love that. They look like a blast. I want to get some for here, but it looks like a lot of fun.
We can make them.
They heard they're gonna do this. I thought it was a job.
I can't think of anything else. Yes. Oh.
Oh,
That was a
no,
question. I was getting ready to.
Thank you, guys. That was so awesome.
It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for it. So that will be taken care of. All right. So you don't have to turn your forms in today. I guess you can if you're ready to. I think the easiest way, like for your entrance card, is just make a copy of it and bring it at check-in. I think that would be the easiest. And I'll continue to communicate that. So,
Or on like a man day or a woman's day,
yeah.
we can pass those along as well.
Bring it up here.
If you feel more comfortable.
Okay. So,
I like the folders.
I know. I was making it yesterday, and I was like, this is the most organized I've ever been.
Love the folders.
Big deal. Big deal. At our meeting this week, I was like, guys, I'm really unorganized, so I'm proud of this one. All right. Well, thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them.